Alright, Freeburg Tribune. Dean, Chinatown dormitory overcrowded. Golden Bird. City Hall cuts Broadville asylum funding. And the Fact, Freeburg's #1 paper. Man in an open field frightened to death by scarecrow. Alright, City Hall is we're kind of getting back into City Hall's good books again. Oh, that's a sleepy kitten up there. Mole! There's a fire at my daughter's school. My little girl is seriously burned. She's in intensive care. Can I go to her? Yes, but come tomorrow. No. Fucking hell, Mole. Aaron Huber turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Church. Jesus Christ, okay. Interrogate. Aaron Huber, male, 31. Medical examination. Medical information. He was born with a partial hearing impairment, which due to aggressive and intensive treatment has grown into an increased hearing sensitivity. As a result of the difficult childhood and harsh living conditions, he suffers from panic attacks and has serious physiological problems with heat tolerance. Born in Perchtoldsdorf, Austria, at the age of 8, he and his mother escaped from his father, who had been raping him for the past 3 years. For the next 6 years, he lived in appalling conditions in the attic of an old house. He was hospitalized several times for serious complications due to heat stroke. When he was 15 years old, his mother got back on her feet and started making enough money to move them into a small house. Nevertheless, his school counselors noted that Aaron Huber was a quiet child, an outcast, overlooked by his peers, especially the girls. At age 18, he enlisted in the army, where he became interested in religion. After the service, he entered a Catholic seminary and decided to devote himself to the church. At 28, he became a priest, but he almost lost everything when a demonstration he had organized, Drugs Are Satan's Doorway, ended in a brawl and then mass arrests. This is how your parents taught you to treat children? Yes, they are actually. Heavens forbid. God sees everything and he knows that I'm telling you the truth. Am I free to go? This is how your parents taught you. What? How did you know that? God save me. So it was your father who instilled in you such a strong love for little boys. Please, I don't want to talk about this. So what do you want to talk about? Maybe something like... Yes, I've sinned and I will answer before God, but you don't need me. What's happening at the church is far darker. They're building a gateway to the devil. Drugs? I don't know much, but Father Joseph Costello is involved somehow. At night, Joseph Costello quietly brings drugs into the church and hides them inside. I'll tell you everything I know. Okay, hang on. Thank God we got more cops. PC Platonic, nice. And who did we just lose all the... Okay, Shift A. Shift A is really the one that's in the dire straits here. Thank God. Brittany and Chang, alright. How long are these gonna be here? Are they just gonna be here? Jesus fuck, okay. Heavily armed gunmen attacked an armored truck. Several witnesses heard an explosion and saw robbers carrying the machine guns. We really don't have the, people for that. Oh my god! A gang of masked men armed with automatic weapons entered the bank. They fired a few shots to the air and demanded the manager open the vault while everyone else lay in nervous silence on the floor. One of the guards drew a service weapon, but he didn't have a chance. The robber shot him right in the stomach. How long is this going to be here? I better not fucking lose this. I'll replay this whole fucking day. Joseph Costello stays late at the church, brings in the goods, and stashes them. The drugs are packed in small colored bags and hidden at the bottom of wine boxes, fresh from the bishop's vineyards. The cargo is delivered in white jeeps. You can spot them by the church cross painted on the hood. The boxes are carried into the church by the drivers. Joseph Costello hides the drugs in a stash, which is located in the library behind one of the bookshelves. There are only blue books on this shelf. Okay. That sounds like it won't be too hard, actually.
Looks like we have a situation.
The armored truck is lying on its side with smoke rising from it. Nearby is a black jeep with no plates, and two robbers are robbers are loading with money. Drop your weapons. You're surrounded. The robbers fire as they retreat down an alley and throw a grenade towards the cops. Hide behind a patrol car. It turned out to be a smoke grenade. Meanwhile, the criminals have jumped onto the road, jacked an old pickup truck, and are trying to get away. Open fire. We found money.
412A.
I literally don't have anybody for you. I'm sorry. But you didn't need it. You guys did a good job. Alright, I'd like for this to be a small one that we don't have to send everybody on. Oh, but everybody's kind of coming back at the same time.
311B in progress.
Oh, great. Jose Sugg called the station and muttered this sad story through streaming tears. I was just trying to get to know a pretty girl, and I gave her the coolest compliment in the world, but she just went crazy and beat me so bad she mangled me and ruined my perfect face. Okay, I'm a little dubious of that, but okay. Take Percy with you. About 24 scientists who recently lost their jobs decided to stage a protest march in the city center. The participants marched peacefully along the side of the road, and then some religious fanatics came out and started throwing stones at them, tearing their clothes, and generally humiliating them. A massive brawl broke out, and several people are already injured. Alright.
In progress.
I need 4 people!
412A11 in
Alright.
progress.
A call just came in from the security of therapist Alan Graham. She reports that Dr. Graham was attacked by a patient during an otherwise normal session. The patient pinned him to the floor and is slapping him in the face. I'm afraid that the doctor might have an asthma attack. I don't have anybody.
311B complete.
The guy offered the girl a quickie and she merely slapped him across the face. Great, perfect. Alright guys, everybody hurry back. Please hurry back. Once again, retiree Yang Yang Hu complained to the police that the local restaurant is preparing its dishes incorrectly. They don't advertise their portions and mix up the ingredients. We've warned her a dozen times that this isn't a police matter, but she keeps calling and bothering our personnel. Okay, then, yeah, let's go take care of her.
712 in progress.
Jack Boyd, a common acquaintance told me that you're a reasonable man who can be relied upon for help. I need to load 4 luxury cars at the port, and to be frank, they're stolen. Last time my boys got picked up, and the very big player didn't get a shipment. This time it has to go as smoothly as possible. Cops in the driver's seat would help make that happen. Are you fucking joking? I don't have the men for that, and you're breaking the law. Passerby noticed a suspicious black man sitting in a van next to a little white girl. I'm afraid to imagine what that monster has in store for that little angel. Holy fuck, lady. Can I refuse? No, I can't refuse. Okay.
412A complete. progress.
Massive fight. I've got 2 men.
1411 complete.
Good job. We'll wait as long as we possibly can on this.
712 complete.
The man turns out to be the girl's adopted father. Holy fuck, lady. 3, 2, 1. I gotta. That's all I got in the paddy wagon. Some guy tried to sneak into the doctor's office without waiting his turn. A few people who were waiting in line decided to punish the bastard and a fight got started up.
Progress.
And a mass riot. Great. Okay, great. The audience at the premiere of The Rules of the Game was so outraged at the French film that they broke the chairs in the hall, and now they're threatening to set fire to the cinema. The perplexed theater director locked himself in the office and then called to report the incident. I can't imagine why this film so angered them.
Officer on scene.
There are men and women fighting in a narrow hallway, and they're starting to pick up chairs. Lower the chairs.
11 complete. 1010 in progress.
Fucking explosion? Are you kidding me? Look, I got 4 people coming back. Just hang tight, okay?
215 complete.
Oh, my laundry! Smoke is rising from the apartment building and residents are running out onto the street. Some are saying the suspicious foreigners live in the apartment that the explosions came from. Okay. Proceed. Ah, damn it. Oh well. That's fine. I don't care. Okay. 3 new frames. Alright. It's a white Jeep with a black cross. And there are only blue books on the shelf. Hidden at the bottom of wine boxes. Fresh on the video. Okay, well, those 2 are right. I hope these are still there tomorrow. The apartment is filled with smoke and the walls are covered in soot. In the center of the room stands a man in a dirty white coat, and around him are scattered odd pieces of a complicated device. Seeing the police, the man begins to explain incoherently that he's almost finished work on his elixir of youth, and he just needs a little more time. Sounds important. Do you need the help of the Freeburg police?
1010 complete.
Great. End the day. Yeah, declare him dead. Holy fuck, that was not a good day. Mo better fucking come in tomorrow, because I'm gonna lose my shit if she doesn't. Alright. End the day. Oh, we got some story.
Mr. Boyd, Kevin Paulson is here. He wants to talk.
Kevin Paulson. Tell him to fuck off. Jack Boyd, super cop.
Why the $500,000, Jack? Why?
Lana, what happened?
Does this sum have some kind of special meaning?
What?
Lana, I don't know who told you about the $500,000, but it's much more complicated than you think.
Oh, it's complicated, all right. It took me an hour to go over all the documents. There's even a few pictures, and a lot of answers. Except for one thing. Why $500,000?
What documents? How did you get them? What's in them?
I think you know very well what's in them, and the one who sent them is obviously a big fan of your criminal talents. He even has a cute name for you. Cupcake.
Oh, shit.
Remember when you told me how you're always surrounded by old men? I'm the opposite. I'm surrounded by children. 9-year-old boys. From their first day of work, they gather in the smoking lounge, telling jokes about what they'll do when they loot their first million. But it's more than just innocent jokes. It's quickly becoming a reality. They themselves are surprised how quickly everything happens. They buy their own houses, they buy a car, they get promoted. The first million is soon followed by a second, a third, a fifth. Like children, they have no idea what they're getting into. But I'm not like that, Lana. I'm not like them.
You're saying you're not like them because you're only stealing $500,000?
I only meant
You know,
that...
Jack, I'm done worrying about people not taking me seriously. They'll know I mean business when my first act as public prosecutor is throwing the city's former police chief in prison.
Lana, you can't just read over some papers like this and... I told you not to let him in!
I'm sorry, Mr. Boyd. I tried to stop him, but you know.
Lana, we need to talk.
Shit's getting real unfortunate for Jack here.
Jack, you're so amazingly patient with people. After all the confusion over the past months,
Who
all
is
these
this again?
humiliations, it's really quite admirable. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. I gotta admit, I'm not nearly so patient.
Send someone in here. Now!
I've been thinking, Jack. When I take your place,
Oh.
I'll have a lot of opportunities. For example, I could arrest you. You know it wouldn't be hard to find a reason. You obviously don't want that, right? I don't want that either. Given your reputation, arresting you would make me very unpopular. And if we both don't want that, let's find a way out. My suggestion is you retire tomorrow. And I promise I'll let you leave in peace.
Fuck you.
I swear, Jack, if you...
Mr. Boyd, there's a call on line 2. Mr. Boyd, you really have to take this call.
Boyd!
Jack, it's me.
Oh, shit!
Laura,
Jack, I don't know what you wanted to say to me, but please, just say it. Jack, I'm hanging up the phone.
Laura, you... Oh my God, Laura. Hey, you remember years ago? So many years I've lost track, but do you remember when Dylan was down with the chicken pox and he couldn't sleep? We kept him occupied until he passed out, and then we went downstairs, sat on the floor, opened a bottle of wine. Who could blame us? Well, we sat on the floor and opened our bills and joked about how poor we were. Remember? And then I jokingly asked if I'd be your hero if I made $1 million. You sat there lost in thought like you needed to seriously think about the answer. You were quiet for a while, and then you laughed and said that I'd be your hero even if I only made $500,000. Do you remember, Laura?
Jack,
Do you remember?
Honestly, Jack, no, I don't remember.
You don't remember? But that was...
Jack, you've been chasing me down for so long to talk with me. For this? That's all you wanted to tell me?
How can you not remember? It's important, Laura. It's important.
Goodbye, Jack. Mr. Boyd, are you all right?
Oh no, no, Jack, no. No, Jack, no. That's rough.
Mr. Boyd?
Okay, I think this is a good place to call it. I'll see y'all next time. Holy fucking shit. I gotta go get my laundry.